Hello, good morning. How are you? Welcome to quarter two. Okay, firstly, let me share my screen with you. Okay, here we are. Okay, now I think you can share my screen. Okay, so today we have a new lesson. Okay, that's called the building communities. Building communities. Okay, so here, that's it. Let's firstly make an invitation here. Okay, that's it. Here is early towns. Okay, this lesson is talking about building communities, how the hunters and gatherers, after they know how to get agriculture, now they are progress themselves by building communities. They are progress themselves by building communities. Here we have early towns. Many villages grew into towns because a huge success in farming and trading. As I said, after the gathering and hunting and gathered, they know the agriculture, they tried to progress their life. They tried to progress their life. Okay, so here because of huge success in farming and trading. For example, Jericho and Qatar. These are two tribes. Okay, the village of Jericho grew into one of the earliest known towns. The earliest known towns. Plentiful water made it an ideal place to live. Plentiful water that, like a river, made it an ideal place to live. So here is an important part that you have to know that in Jericho, that they tried to improve their lifestyle from the earliest known towns. Why? Because they have plentiful water made an ideal place to live. After that here we have, okay, just a minute. We have here that in the similarities between Jericho and Cattle here. Both are early towns, both are trading towns, both have good supplies of water and good soil. So both of them, here is Jericho and here is Qatar, and they are early towns, okay, and trading towns and good supplies. They have a lot of our plentiful water resources. Okay, after that here, as you see now in the map, okay, this is Egypt here in the Nile River, and there is here Jericho. I think it's a river here. There is a river, okay, and Qatar. Okay, also there is of course plentiful of water resources. Okay, after that here we try to the differences between Jericho and Qatar. Jericho people lived in huts, but in Qatar people lived in houses. Of course, houses is more comfortable for the people. Jericho people protected the town through building walls around it protected the town through building walls around it. People didn't build walls, and instead the walls of their houses formed of the defenses of the town. So here that's in the build. So here that's in the wall of house, the walls, okay, form the different the defenses of the town. Okay, so here I think that's in a big difference between them, is a big difference in the lifestyle. Okay, just in the lifestyle. How this in Jericho lived in huts, but in Qatar Hayek lived in houses. People lived in or protect the town by building walls, but here is no building walls, but they instead build the walls of the house is to protect them. Okay, so as we said now here, listen the similarities here, early towns, trending towns, good suppliers, and the differences. After that, we have a very important note that is when larger numbers of people living together in towns, important social and political change took place. Okay, after this, after the differences between Jericho and Qatar, large number of people living together in towns, important social and political change took place. Societies became more complex, and new kind of leadership developed. Leadership doesn't mean someone is the leader. Okay, they try to innovate or try to form a new power. It's called leadership. Okay, someone is the big or the leader of them. Divisions of labor. Labor does mean worker, of course. Labor does mean worker. People worked according to their abilities. For example, some people grew crops, others made tools and clothes, and others were merchants. Okay, there is here division of labors. Listen, some of the people try to work not just in the farming. In the past, gathering and hunters that's in working in the farming, agriculture. But now, after they develop their communities into complex communities, they try to form a new jobs, okay, like grow crops and making tools and clothes and merchants. Division of labor greatly changes society because the work of groups of the people had different levels of responsibility. Different levels of responsibility. Society became divided into social classes. Okay, divided into social classes. Again, divisions. Division of labor greatly changed society because the work of groups of people had different level of responsibility. Different level of responsibility. What does it mean? It means that the society became divided into more or into special classes. As we see here, okay, this is an upper class, the middle class, and this is the lower class. The highest class was usually made up for the rulers, the leadership, and the other important leaders in their families. This is what the upper class. Number two, the leaders of towns created many unwritten laws. Created many other unwritten laws. Such laws were the beginning of government. Such laws were the beginning of government. Okay. Okay. After that, here, Jasmine, cities. They tried to form cities around 3,500 before Christ. Some towns in southern Asia developed into cities because society, of course, we have many societies, so we can form a city. Life in these urban areas were different from the life in town, of course, because urban areas that's depended on agriculture, but here the towns depended on what? Trading and manufacturing. Early cities often had 5,000 people or more. Okay, had 5,000 people or more. Also, people in the cities lived closer together in than people in towns. People in cities lived closer together than did people in towns. Reasons of making civilizations, organized society, economy and religion, centered government, advances in writing and technology. Advances in writing and technology. Okay, I think now we have finished the chapter. Okay, that's great. So here this is the most important definition we have. The merchant, that means the people who sold goods, they had bought from traders. So when you try to buy and sell, once you buy and sell a lot, okay, you are a merchant because you buy some things and sell something else. Government and organized system of leaders and laws. Leaders and laws. Okay, these leaders who make the laws. Okay, civilization and advanced form of culture. Advanced form of culture. Okay, I think now we have finished. Okay, it's a worksheet number 4. Thank you so much for um, for watching us, and inshallah in the class we have more definition inshallah. Thank you. Bye bye.